So one of my major loves is books, one of my other major loves is food, so cookbooks, excellent. Today I'm going to be discussing a couple of vegan cookbooks, and as the title says, it's a non-vegan tries vegan cookbooks first impression. So even though I'm not a vegan myself, I do sometimes have, say, 5 vegan days in a week, so I do need vegan cookbooks to get more ideas as to what to eat. So after scouting around, asking for some opinions, I was recommended a couple of cookbooks, and I've also seen some good reviews. So I picked up 4 vegan cookbooks, and I've been using them for the last couple of months when I've been having my vegan days. And these are the ones that I have and what I think of them. So the first one that I've got is Chloe's Kitchen. Now this one seems to be pretty popular. A lot of Chloe's Kitchen's cookbooks seem to be a go-to. Personally, I would say this one was the worst one that I tried, and even though it was the first one that I tried, it did actually make me think that maybe veganism and vegan foods was not particularly to my palate. And so this, as sad as it is, this actually put me off a lot of vegan foods. One of the main reasons that I didn't really enjoy this was because for me, when I eat something vegan, or when I have sort of vegetarian meals or vegan meals, I do know that there is a huge difference there. And also I should point out that I know I'm referring to the days that have vegan meals as vegan days. I know that actually it is plant-based, not vegan, because I'm not a true vegan. I do have obviously non-vegan days. I use non-vegan products and things like that, so I know that it's plant-based, but just for the ease of this video I'm just going to refer to it as vegan. One of the things that I do enjoy about vegan meals is that after you've eaten it and you're full, you feel really clean. You feel really clean, you feel really healthy. And one of the things that I didn't like about Chloe's Kitchen was that I found that there was a lot of additives in the food to maybe try and give the food some flavour, and I found that each meal seemed to have a hell of a lot of additives to it. And seemed to be a lot of, well, each meal that I tried out of this cookbook seemed to have a lot of additives to it and seemed to be very complicated for what it was, and I didn't actually feel that much better about, like I didn't actually feel very healthy. I felt similar to what I do if I've eaten a meat meal. Sometimes a bit sluggish, a little bit bloated, which, if that's TMI, I'm very sorry, but that's true. And yeah, I found a lot of these meals made me feel a little bit like that, like just not very healthy. And so, I mean, lots of the meals look really tasty, like for example that one there. It looks really nice, and you can see I've made my own sort of alterations to the recipes to sort of keep trying to make things a little bit better. I wasn't particularly satisfied by these meals, and yeah, I just didn't feel particularly healthy. So that kind of made me feel that maybe vegan cookbooks would not be for me, but then I saw recommendations for a couple of other ones, and I'm really glad I did. So Chloe's Kitchen, I'd probably give it about 2 out of 5 stars, because there was a couple of things in there that were okay. A couple of things that maybe in the future I might go back to and maybe edit them myself a little bit, maybe move some things around and just see what I can do with it. But the other 3 cookbooks that I tried, I would give each one a 5 star, so let's get started. The first one that I've got here is the Oh She Glows cookbook by Angela Liddon. This was excellent. You've got a discussion into the natural foods pantry that she has, so the flours and grains that she uses, non-dairy milk, yogurt and cheese, sweeteners that she likes to use, fats and oils, salts, herbs and spices, nuts and seeds, beans, soy products, chocolates, others, and things like that. So this actually really goes very into detail about things that you can add into your meals, which as a non-vegan I found pretty handy, because I need to get my head around what I can actually put into meals to pad things out. And I think when you're learning to cook vegan meals as opposed to being used to cooking non-vegan meals, you need to actually be able to get it into your head what you can and can't use, and what extra foods that you may never have tried before that actually go into a meal and pad it out and are actually delicious. There are so many things in here. There's different juices, there's lunches, there's main meals, and everything that I've made from this has gone down an absolute treat. I particularly like this one, which was On the Mend Spiced Lentil and Kale Soup, which was really, really nice. Like I say, I don't just cook for me, I've got a family to cook for, and the meals from this book went down very well with everybody, including my other half, who when I first met him didn't even eat vegetables. So now that he's actually eating entirely vegan meals, that is all vegetables and beans and things like that, and loving it, I would consider this a success. The next one that I've got is Keep It Vegan by, I'm not quite sure how to say her name, it looks like Amy Carlin. I'll have a little, bring it up here so you can have a look. This again was another brilliant addition to my cookbook shelf. I love the way it's all laid out. I like the way that the title pages spring out. I like the way that the colours coordinate and just how nice it looks. Like everything I think that you pass in here just looks really delicious. I mean, like sort of pasta dishes and things. And again, everything that I've tried from this book I've absolutely loved. She gives you a basic gnocchi dish there, which has become a staple in my household, making my own gnocchi and then making sort of tomato based sauces and things to go with it. And it's really filling. It's got enough carbohydrate to keep you full, and yeah, you just feel really clean and happy after eating these meals. It's got some good ideas for breakfasts, and then some of the recipes myself I've like I say, I've been adding to them, changing them and making things sort of suit for my needs. But yeah, this is a great one to start off on for ideas, and it's got some nice cakes and things that I haven't actually made yet. And there's a recipe in there for lemon curd that I'm planning on giving a go to later on in the month. So that's Keep It Vegan, and that was pretty good. And the last one is The Kitchen. This is one of the most humorous cookbooks I've ever had. Every single page has got some sort of sprinkling of bad language in it. Even the front of it, which is sort of blurred out a little bit, but in the actual book, nothing's blurred. You've got a lot of swearing in amongst your recipes, which can go one of two ways. You can either find it kind of humorous like I do, or you might be a bit put off by that, but don't be, because the recipes in this are absolutely delicious. This one's been my main go-to. Things like this coconut lime rice with red beans and mango. Look at that. These are easy to make, and it's got a lot of asterisks on the ingredients, and down below it tells you things that you can use instead, or tells you that you can leave it out if you don't like heat. So this has been an absolute godsend. What I need to say about these cookbooks is that even if you're not vegan, even if you're not planning on being vegan, or you don't want to have any sort of vegan days, you can easily use these cookbooks as a starter point for a meal, but you could easily just incorporate them into whatever else you eat. Like I say, I'm not actually vegan myself, but I do eat a lot of these meals, and I do think that you can actually feel the benefits in your body when you do. So if you're interested in maybe eating a little bit more healthily, or if you're interested in veganism, if you are a vegan yourself, you're looking for some vegan cookbooks, those ones I recommend. If you're not a vegan and you want a little bit more healthy eating, those again. If you're not a vegan, you don't have to stick to entirely vegan. You can put cheese in there if you want to, but the way I like to use them is to actually go completely with the recipe. I don't add any cheese or anything that's not vegan to my vegan meals. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It's been a little bit different to my normal videos that I do. Let me know if you're interested in cooking and if you've used any of those, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!